talk about the organization Partners in the Struggle. The founder and the CEO of Partners in the Struggle, Mr. EJordan. And of course, with Mr. EJordan is Miss Clemmy Greenlee. Miss Greenlee is an advocate for a program called the Galaxy Star Drug Prevention Program. And of course, Mr. Jordan and Miss Greenlee, let me welcome both of you to the show this morning.
Thank you.
Okay.
And to tell you exactly how excited we are about having you, Mr. Jordan, and Ms. Greenlee. We were reminded that not long ago we had Ms. Greenlee on one of our programs, and she talked about some of the things dealing with youth violence and homicides and et cetera.
Right.
And so we decided to sort of follow that up and deal with what we consider to be one of the real leaders in terms of trying to stop all of this youth violence, and that is EJordan.
I appreciate that
and,
comment.
of course, but I think that you've demonstrated that, Mr. Jordan, because you've been out there a very, very long time, and that every time that there's some kind of homicide in town, then your organization certainly respond to that. We want to talk about that. But before we get into that, Mr. Jordan, let's have you and Ms. Greenlee to give us some information about your background, the education, the kind of things that got you involved in Partners for the Struggle. And of course, Ms. Greenlee will give us the same information in reference to the Galaxy Drug Prevention Program, Galaxy Star Drug Prevention Program.
Well, I guess first of myself, background education as far as growing up in the J.C. Napier homes in South Nashville. Come from two beautiful parents, my mother Marie Jordan, my father Arthur Lee Jordan, who's passed away. Went to McGavick High School, played basketball, and was a student in one of your classes at Tennessee State University. Thus coming into Partners in the Struggle and how it was originated. Back in 1995, there was a little girl by the name of Adrian Nicole Dixon who was murdered at the Hickory Hollow Mega Market. Being a first-time father, my daughter on September 23rd of 1995 was born. And I sat there and thought about what would I do if something like that was happening to my child. And I knew at that time God just moved into me to say, Earl, you know, I want you to do something where you could support these families and be a voice for loved ones who've been murdered. I really didn't know what type of concept I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to be voiceful. I wanted to get the parents and the families involved where they can be advocates and speak out when other families couldn't. And